Members of a remote Indigenous community grappling with gross overcrowding say they feel abandoned after the federal government refused to confirm further funding for a social housing project. Palm Island locals say they sleep 5 to a room and 400 people are still on the waiting list for a home.
Ida Richardson knows only too well the hardships of living without a home.
It was exhausting, just being here, being there and everywhere.
For 14 years, the Palm Island local waited on the public housing list, forced to move almost every month with her 2 young children. But just before Christmas, her life changed.
Since I moved in my house, it's touched me and my kids, yes. We're going to make it our home now, yes. I love it.
In the past few months, Palm Island has been transformed into a construction site. 24 new homes are being built to help meet the huge demand for public housing. The federal government spent more than $1 billion on remote housing in Queensland over the last decade, but that runs out in July.
Well, this is a direct appeal to the Prime Minister, who only next week will address the Parliament on closing the gap. This is the biggest problem facing remote Indigenous Queensland communities. Please, please help us.
More than 400 people are currently on the wait list for housing on Palm Island. While the new development is welcome news for a precious few, those within the sector say it barely scratches the surface. A statement from the Federal Minister's office says negotiations with the state are continuing. But if the Queensland Labor government was fair dinkum about remote housing, they would have put forward a commitment by now. The state government says while it does contribute to housing projects, it can't match the funding.
The fact that the Commonwealth wants the state or Queensland to take the responsibility to address this issue as a state-owned issue is just appalling.
Inside her new home on Palm Island, Ida Richardson says she's one of the lucky ones. Sally Rafferty, ABC News.